everyone. How's it going? This is Wally Scoop Time back again. I'm recording this for Twitch and YouTube, so this is my series Saturday. One of my absolute favorite games here with Mass Effect. I am playing the Legendary Edition. So what that means is a little bit of difference from the original. Of course, they included the hold on, I'm sorry, it's hard for me to talk when noise is going on, so I'm gonna adjust, but don't worry, when the game starts I'll turn the noise back on really quick. But for some reason there's no option in the gameplay to change it, and I don't like that, but I will change it back soon. But hey everyone, Wally Scoops here. I am doing the Mass Effect series Saturday playthrough. So series Saturday has originally been home to all of my articles. I'm still doing that. If you want those, hop into my Discord. If you're watching on YouTube, there's always a Discord link in the comments below, or in the description below. But Mass Effect, absolute favorite game. As I mentioned in my last video, I beat Mass Effect 1 about 10 times, and Mass Effect 2 over 10 times. I've only beat Mass Effect 3 twice, but before we start playing, Legendary Edition offers a little bit of change from the originals. I know for a fact the visuals have been enhanced, which is obvious. The Mass Effect 1 came out in 2007, so had to update the graphics. Some more things that they updated was just some I guess you can say like quality of life stuff. Like I know the Mako has been introduced, changed. I know like a melee button was introduced, and what else? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. All of the DLC is included except for Pinnacle DLC. There was something like BioWare said that the original source code or something was lost. I can't remember, but there is no Pinnacle for the Mass Effect 1 DLC. I think that's all. I can't remember. So if you watch my video on Thursday, while the story is progressing, I'm going to try not to say anything because I've beaten this game a lot. They have not changed any romance storyline wise. They haven't done any of that. So like the story remains the same, and I don't think the gameplay, like as far as combat, remains the same. Meaning, and this is kind of a spoiler if you haven't played them, in Mass Effect 1 there's like no bullets or anything. It's just you can overheat your weapon, but it makes like sniper rifles really, really powerful because you just shoot something one time and it's dead. But anyways, beyond that, I'm not going to talk much while the storyline is continuing. I'm going to let people enjoy the story if they haven't played, but I will be making my comments as I'm walking through and things like that. So with that being said, first thing first, I terrible with a mouse, so I'm going to take that away instantly and attempt to plug up on my dresser down here. Last time I tried this on the on The Witcher, it didn't work. So I'm going to attempt to plug this up and hope that it works. This is BioWare, so it probably works. Oh yeah. Gonna be a beast mode now. I can play games. Look at me go. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Mass Effect 1 here, and go ahead and turn up the dialogue. Hopefully it offers better dialogue, but before everything gets started, if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, go to the description, join the Discord. I will give you a shout out for anything that you want. I'll give you free advertisement. If you have a Twitch, I will shout you out on Twitch. If you have a local business, I'll shout you out there. And that was weird. And speaking of that, Catmint Taverns on Twitch is my friend. You can often see her in the Twitch chat as Itchy. She is the one who made my logo for Discord. So go ahead and follow her on Twitch. And let's get started. We are going to play, I've played this game a lot, so we are going to play one of the hardest difficulties. I was really hoping that they had like an option for the sound here, so I didn't have to do it on an overview of my laptop. So if the sound's too much, I'm sorry. It gets pretty loud to me.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection.
So happy. I love this game so much.
Secure connection confirmed.
John Shepard. I just want to like...
Please log in to access your profile. Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Alright, yeah. So if I remember correctly, which I'm pretty sure I do, these don't actually matter as you're going through, but I will stop and read these for you guys. Now that the official game has started, I am going to let you know where I hope to go. So I'm basically going to play through the tutorial and then get through the first part, and the first part is a lot of me not playing the game. So it's a huge backstory, and if you look up comments and reviews on this game, you will see that a lot of people don't make it past the Citadel part of Mass Effect because they say it is extremely boring, and because the first part is all dialogue. So unfortunately, I think that's a great thing because it builds up a huge world. If you guys know me, I'm a huge Tolkien fan, and that's what Tolkien does during his first like Lord of the Rings book. He just builds up an entire world, and there's not much that happens in Fellowship of the Rings, but I love that because it gives you a base to start, and that's kind of what Mass Effect does. Like, it's just a lot of talking that introduces like governmental policies of this world and like a backdrop and a setting for everything. It really just gives the player a feel of the universe that they are entering. But again, it means not a lot of playing. So this video right here will not have a lot of playing in it, but the next one will have it. I just realized it says I'm streaming The Witcher on my Twitch. I am not streaming The Witcher. All right, here we go. So Spacer, both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as a transfer from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. So you're a military brat. You were born and raised on Mendor, a small border colony in an Attican traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mendor, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted with the military a few years later. That's a sad backstory right there. But adversity builds character. Earthborn. You were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolis covering Earth. You escaped a life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18. So, Earth is not a good place to be right now. It is terrible. It is filled with gangs. Generally I go with the colonists here because I feel like if I was part of this world, I wouldn't really be a spacer. I'm not really a military person. But I seek adventure out, so I would definitely seek out to go to a colonist. I'd be the first one. I'd be a guinea pig person if I die in the first colony, whatever. So, but if this was to happen right now, and you know, people are like, hey, we need somebody to go to Mars, but you could die, I'd be like, count me in. I'm going. Please let me go to Mars. You got it figured out? All right, I'll do whatever you need me to do. So
confirm psychological profile.
All right, Soul Survivor, War Hero, or Ruthless. All right, Soul Survivor. During your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you failed, and now you alone are left to tell the tale. Again, sad backstory. War hero. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. Ruthless. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. So this only comes up, I believe, like the psychological profile, unless things have changed. I think it only comes up like twice. Or I remember it only coming up twice. Once I know it comes up at the very beginning of the story, to where like they like offhandedly say something about it. It's not really important, but I always like Soul Survivor. So that's just what I'll go with. But again, these options, they're not really that important.
Confirm military specialization.
This is important. This is, if you're familiar with RPG games, this is your class. What are you going to do? It's impossible for me to play this without any, like a blank slate. Like, I understand what each of these things do, but I'll go through and read it. Soldiers, so these are like your fighters. Soldiers are combat specialists, ideal from the front lines of firefight. Soldiers have improved health, can specialize in the use of all weapon types, start with the ability to wear medium armor, and get trained in the use of heavy armor. So, again, fighter. Engineer. Look at that. Ooh, that Omni tool. I want one in real life. Engineers are tech specialists. Using the holographic Omni tool, they can decrypt security systems, repair or modify technical equipment, disrupt enemy weapons or shields, and heal their squad. Engineers can only wear light armor, and they specialize in pistols. So here you just have your typical healer, adept. Yeah. Yes. Adepts are biotic specialists. Here we go. Through upgradable implants, they can use biotic powers to lift or throw objects, shield the squad, and disable or destroy enemies. Adepts can only wear light armor, and they specialize in pistols. So, this is your magic users. These guys are biotic in Mass Effect 1 and 2 are really, really good. Like, really good, because you can, once you get higher up, I'll just let you guys see him. You know, I'll make my choice. Infiltrators combine combat and tech abilities to specialize in killing or disabling enemies at long range. Infiltrators are trained to use Omni tools, focusing on decryption and offensive abilities rather than healing. They can specialize in pistols or sniper rifles and wear medium armor. So here you go. These are your sneaking around and cover you from afar. Sentinels. Sentinels combine biotic and tech abilities. Typically, they use biotic abilities and advanced healing skills to defend allies. Though they can also disrupt opponents with biotic or tech attacks, they are more efficient at tech and biotics than other classes, but at the expense of combat. Sentinels can only wear light armor and receive no specialized weapon training, so they depend solely upon their abilities. Vanguard. Vanguards are biotic warriors. They combine biotics and weapons to take down opponents and are especially deadly at short range. They specialize in pistols and shotguns and wear medium armor. I'm going to go with Vanguard. They are my favorite. Again, biotics are really important. Sniper rifles are busted in Mass Effect 1, but they kind of get streamed out of Mass Effect 2 and from what I remember 3, but shotguns are still just as great, and biotics, you could just like lift people in the air. They're kind of stuck there and you just tag them with your shotgun. So
confirm facial identification.
There's not much unless they changed it. I'll see if they changed it, but I just remember not really being much, and I'm not too great here at, like, making characters. I don't really spend a lot of time doing that, so I'm just not yeah, sorry. Complexion, what is this? Oh man. Head, neck thing, just get your barrel thick boy in there. That's what I'm talking about. Face side, I got a fat face. Whatever. Get you some wrestling ears in here. Oh, they won't let me. That's too much. Just let me get my hair. That's the only thing I care about. Here we go. Yeah, I remember all these being the same. Like, all of these, I'm pretty sure are the same. I don't remember having much options. But I remember being super excited in, like, 2008 when I first played this game, 2009. Like, I just remember being like, oh my god, there's so many options. I want my beard. I want, like, a big Santa. Yeah. You're in the military, you can't have a Santa beard, unfortunately. Alright. Alright, I don't like mustaches. Come on, there we go. Probably go with this. Hair color. It's pretty close to my hair color. Can we get, yeah, it's pretty close. Alright, we'll just go with this. Like, I'm not...
Profile reconstruction complete.
Ready to get this thing started.
Identification confirmed.
We can go, oh, I can play on the hardest difficult. Hold on. Wait a minute. Whoa. What does this mean? Alright, we are not going. I will play on veteran, but I'm not gonna do insanity yet. But I have beaten the game on insanity. It was an achievement. Auto level up off, legendary mode. The original 1 through 60 level range will be used instead of the new 1 through 30 level range. XP and talent points progression remains the same, but the number of levels is doubled. Well, what is this? I guess we'll just do this. Can I turn this, like, can I, like, change this? I thought I could change this in the game, like, based upon the difficulty. Please, subtitles. I'm deaf. Can I hear? Oh, that was the other thing that they changed. So in Mass Effect 1, there was not a lot of autosaves, and if you just, like, messed up or you wanted to go back and cheat and change it, I said cheat and change your choice that you made, then it was really difficult. You had to do a lot. Enable tutorials. I'll keep this on. And yes, it is cheating. It's cheating. If you change, it's cheating. You have to pick your choice and go through with it. All right, let's watch the movie. It's a great movie.
Well, what about Shepard? He grew up in the colonies.
He knows how tough life can be out there. His parents were killed when slavers attacked Mindwar.
He saw his whole unit die on a cruise. He could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest discovery in history. They are the Mass Effects. Kind of paraphrase there.
The Arcturus Prime relays in range. Initiating transmission sequence. Commander?
Stunning scenery. Beautiful.
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Board is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, they even adjusted for the sound. The sound
Thrusters,
used to destroy my
check.
ears.
Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1,500K.
1,500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Specters are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Yeah, always agree with Joker. He's a genius.
They don't send Specters on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Alright, so we have the Codex. Love the Codex. So here we go. Codex. Gonna learn about some personal history here. This is, so like to me, this is really where the game shines. Like the entire lore of this world can just be pieced together from the Codex. It is so good reading the Codex. I know a lot of people don't like taking the time to do that, but I've read the Codex for this game every single time I played. It is phenomenal. You learn about just great overview in history, so we are going to do it here. And then this right here just goes through. I won't read it to you, but it is amazing how great they go into more. So like with this one right here, it talks about when you were 16, how you were raided by slavers. So that at the beginning of your story, it didn't have an age or anything, but now it gives you an age. And then it eventually talks about what the very beginning of the story talks about. It's just repeating like on a cruise and everything that happened, which like I said, I think is the only time in the game that your backstory ever comes up, like that they ever mention it. So this right here, literally a timeline of like a short break timeline, historical timeline of what happens and how the mass relays were discovered and what led to them, which is just incredible. Like that is amazing to me. It's so good. I highly recommend reading it. It looks like a lot, but I promise you it is so worth it, learning the lore and the background of this world. It's so good. So good. It gives you knowledge that you would normally have in the game. It really just involves you into the choices you make in this game, and it really just lets you understand why people think the way that they do, based upon what race they are or just what jobs they have. It is so good, and definitely something I would recommend thinking about.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
So one, you're gonna hear him talk because this is the primary, and again, I really think this is important to understand the choices that you make in the game and why you have to make those choices, and the entire lore of the Codex is very important. So we're going to take the time and we're going to go through it, and I think it is totally worth it.
The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. The Alliance grew out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality. Sol's planets had been explored and exploited through piecemeal national efforts. The expense of colonizing entire new solar systems could not be met by any one country. With humans knowing that alien contact was inevitable, there was enough political will to jointly fund an international effort. Still, the Alliance was often disregarded by those on Earth until the First Contact War. While the national governments dithered and bickered over who should lead the effort to liberate Shanxi, the Alliance fleet struck decisively. Post-war public approval gave the Alliance the credibility to establish its own parliament and become the galactic face of humanity.
So now you know that the Alliance is the governmental fleet and war. Alright, so squad is just us, so we already know about this. You have 3 points, you can put in what you want. Assault training makes weapon damage good, and adrenaline burst, which is really good, but always go with these. Vanguard training, and depending on if you want to be Paragon or Renegade, which is like good or evil in this, and then if you look in the top left, it says that you're a Paragon right now. Generally I try to go Paragon, but I just kind of just make the choices on whatever I want to do. But you definitely want your Vanguard to be up, and we're gonna charm our way through this. But with it being on veteran, you are going to want to be able to unlock these lifts and barriers pretty soon, and shotguns and all of this type of stuff. Your journal is just, hey, you need this. This looks very different. It's very smooth. Alright, here we go. You can't see it, but there's actually a thing on the map. You can talk to people. It's always great to talk to people.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
So generally, I love the way that they have dialogue set up. Like, it's always good, evil, and then like special, or like kind of more information over here, and then your neutral is in the middle. So I really love how
you
they
think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Specters are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
See, that's what I mean. If you didn't talk to them and you had no background knowledge, you would not even know what Specters are. You wouldn't know that they were basically like the special ops of this world. So that's the reason why talking to people is always important, and that's also the reason why there's so many negative reviews at the beginning of this game, because it is a lot of talking, but I love it. Builds a lore so good.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War, lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board, especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command, and they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's some... What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Only a fool goes looking for a fight, Corporal.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
What do you know about the Specters?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds, just like you on a cruise.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not gonna screw this up.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Alright, we got some more codex entries. Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure that you can... Maybe it's after. But I'm definitely going to go talk to Joker. One of my favorite here.
The captain's waiting for you in the comm room.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting, Commander.
Alright. Already talked to them. Don't want to do that again. Not gonna check the map. Don't even know if they let me. Already talked to them. Already talked to them. So let's do it.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
So I'm pretty sure this is where you kind of create like your own backstory, like if you've been there before or haven't been there before, but clearly I've been there before.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Are you trying to scare me, Spectre?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Specters represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Specters.
A lot of foreshadowing from
Why would a Turian want a human in the Specters?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Specters. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Alright, let's learn some stuff.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus, might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
God, the subtle movements are so
Status
good.
report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
I don't like putting my life in the hands of a Turian, sir.
Nihilus is on our side. He wants you in the Specters, and he wants that beacon.
I didn't want him to say a Turian. I forgot that he said that.
Ready and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Alright. Before we get started, let's go ahead. Learn some more stuff about the primary alien
Roughly
races. So we already have this.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relays and the Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Kajay, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens.
That's just so real. Like, if that happened today and like we discovered something on Mars, there's already been books written about like that what we quote unquote think of gods are aliens. Like, there are books about this, and it's just the famous meme of aliens. Like 100% that would happen in real life.
Specters are agents from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, and answer only to the Citadel Council. They are elite military operatives, granted the authority to deal with threats to peace and stability in whatever way they deem necessary. They operate independently or in groups of 2 or 3. Some are empathetic peacekeepers, resolving disputes through diplomacy. Others are cold-blooded assassins, ruthlessly dispatching problem individuals. All get the job done one way or another, often operating outside the bounds of galactic law. The Specters were founded after the Solarians joined the Council. For many years, they operated in secrecy as backroom problem solvers. Only after the Krogan rebellions did their activities become publicized. Assignment of a Spectre is less contentious than a military deployment, but makes it clear that the Council is concerned about a situation.
We're not even gonna look at the sensors. We'll go back here. Again, I'm not gonna like sit through and read these just for time, but if you do get the game, especially the timeline, you should definitely read it. But let's go back to the primary.
The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole.
No.
Humanity's first contact with an alien race occurred in 2157. At that time, the Alliance allowed survey fleets to activate any dormant mass relays discovered, a practice considered dangerous and irresponsible by Council-aligned races. When a Turian patrol discovered a human fleet attempting to activate a relay, they attacked. One human vessel survived, retreating to the colony of Shanxi. The Turians followed, quickly defeating the local forces. Shanxi was occupied, the first and to date only human world to be conquered by an alien species. The Turians believed the handful of ships they defeated represented the bulk of human defenses, so they were unprepared when the Second Fleet, under Admiral Castany Drescher, launched a strong counteroffensive, evicting them from Shanxi. The Turians mobilized for full-scale war, drawing the attention of the rest of the galaxy. The Council quickly intervened, forcing a truce. Fortunately for humanity, the First Contact War was ended with a diplomatic solution. The Terminus systems are located on the far side of the Attican Traverse, beyond the space administered by the Citadel Council or claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. It is populated by a loose affiliation of minor species, united only in their refusal to acknowledge the political authority of the Council or adhere to the Citadel Conventions. Their independence comes at a price. The Terminus is fraught with conflict. War among the various species is common, as governments and dictators constantly rise and fall. The region is a haven for illegal activities, particularly piracy and the slave trade. At least once a year, a fleet from the Terminus invades the nearby Attican Traverse. These attacks are typically small raids against poorly defended colonies. The Council rarely retaliates, as sending patrols into the Terminus systems could unify the disparate species against their common foe, triggering a long and costly war.
Let's get started. So we got a squad here. We got decryption, which they have 2 points, so we need this first aid for sure. And probably need I really want Sentinel because we need the tech ability of throw. So this is probably what we're gonna do. And did I get one? Oh, I have 2 more points. Nice. Oh no, this is somebody else. Okay, assault rifles and soldiers and me. Alright, cool. Let's do it. Let's go. I don't like these things being here. I wish it would go away. Alright, there we go.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles.
Oh, it is different.
What the hell are those?
They're nice.
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
So this is what I mean by overheat. If you look at the bottom left, there are no bullets. Wow, this looks like really close. So you So the red's going up. So if you were to do this with a sniper, it would just overheat one shot. So like, here's a perfect example. Watch the overheat. So 2 shots. That's all you get. Not gonna pretend like I just missed that or anything. Short-lived. Can I even tag these things? There was one.
Ripped right through his shields. Never had a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
I don't want to give anything away at the beginning that they died or anything, so you know. Go away. I know. Just saying how to get. Oh, thank you. There we
go. I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out.
If I can hit it, but I'm pretty sure we don't have.
Kinetic barriers, more commonly called shields, provide protection against most mass accelerator weapons. Whether on a starship or a soldier's suit of armor, the basic principle remains the same. Kinetic barriers are repulsive mass effect fields, projected from tiny emitters. These shields safely deflect small objects traveling at rapid velocities. This affords protection from bullets and other dangerous projectiles, but still allows the user to sit down without knocking away their chair. The shielding afforded by kinetic barriers does not protect against extremes of temperature, toxins, or radiation.
For those that love Dune, it's like the barriers on Dune. Yeah, we gotta give a...
I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Oh, I forgot I had the mines.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Have you seen a Turian Specter around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Yeah,
sorry.
Luckily.
Like I said, no Turians.
Move out.
Now I get to level up Ashley, I believe. And we have more of the codex. Yes, yes, yes. Geth, I'm hoping.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems.
Then level up Ashley, so she has combat armor. So as always, like assault training is very important, and you want her to be able to use some assault rifles. I love assault rifles in this game. Well, as we go.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Yeah. Can I go to market? Yes, 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 yes. Oh, you have like breakdowns and stuff. Oh, I don't remember this being a thing. Okay. I don't remember which one I got. So, I'm just gonna wear this. Looks nice. So, what are you wearing, Caden? Yep. There we go. I thought there was things down here. if I remember correctly, the only thing that is like that with the game actually is that like between difficulty is it's just the amount of like health something has. I don't really remember them behaving or acting any differently. And that's what makes it so easy. That makes sense. On the highest difficulty. Also, like, we just started. Because later it gets pretty rough. Yeah, take all of this. Codex.
Combat hard suits use a dual-layer system to protect the wearer.
Race.
The inner layer consists of fabric armor with kinetic padding. Areas that don't need to be flexible, such as the chest or shins, are reinforced with sheets of lightweight ablative ceramic. The outer layer consists of automatically generated kinetic barriers. Objects traveling above a certain speed will trigger the barrier's reflex system and be deflected, provided there is enough energy left in the shield's power cell. Armored hard suits are sealable to protect the wearer from extremes of temperature and atmosphere. Standard equipment includes an onboard mini-frame and a communications, navigation, and sensing suite. The mini-frame is designed to accept and display data from a weapon's smart targeting system to make it easier to locate and eliminate enemies.
So that's the reason why, like, this just explains everything that you see when you're actually playing the game, and it just immerses you even more into the world. It's so good. I love this game back when EA was good at making games. Because like, it basically just described everything that you see. 6 points. Whoa, homie. 6. So, why am I John Shepard? I thought I changed my name. Ah, that's terrible. All right. So, I actually want this because I want shotguns. Oh, you require 6 points, but I am going to do 2 into here and then probably 1 into throw. 4 points here, so you definitely want him to be able to always use throw. And here, get rid of that shield boost. Soldier. We're slowly gonna move up to assault rifles, but we're gonna be the only ones using assault rifles, so I just remember other party members using assault rifles not being too good. We got some cool equipment too, forgot about that. So this is assault rifle, but I think we got some super nice pistols here. Yeah, so get that. Did I get an assault? I thought I only got shotgun with no assault rifle. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little strange.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Here we go.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
So I remember playing this and being like, I don't know where to go. Like my first time, I was just so lost.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
Don't say. Here we go. Excessive playing of games may interfere with your daily life. Yeah, I know. This is my daily life.
Oh God, they're still alive.
Oh no.
What did the Geth do to them?
This is why we need shotguns. did nothing. Great. Those things are so hard to use. They just get so much, they just get so much help. They wreck my everyday life. I don't think there was something I could do. Okay, there it is. Get my games confused over here. I don't remember upgrade kits being in here. I could be wrong. But I don't remember being able to upgrade stuff on the first one. So I think this was added.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Oh yeah, this is definitely new. I don't remember how to do this. Oh, okay. I don't think I've done that. That's new. On the other one, you just had to have the Omni gels to do it. But anyways, it's kind of cool.
After the Geth secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Eris were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious.
Yeah, they are. I've died so many times to husks just running at me. I can't help these people.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the Destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry. Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Click this, you kill him. I'm not gonna kill him.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Krogan. Got Krogan on it. I like to see. Why is this here? I wish this would light up. Like when we get new equipment, I wish it would light up. I remember this being different as well. I definitely remember the I definitely remember the it's not worth it. You want to be able to attack more. She has light on. Okay, same. I remember the equipment lighting up whenever you got new equipment, but the layout is definitely different. I haven't played this game since like 2013, 2014.
Saren. Linus. This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
What is that? Off in the distance. It's just one, it's easy to kill him. He can just move away. But... oh, okay. I think you have to hit RB. No, I should wait. No? This is Caden. This is. There we go. Alright. That works better. I keep switching cadence. I was wondering what was going on. Very confused. Oh, that was on me.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out. We're not armed.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
What kind of packages?
I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport, if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Alright, equipment. Got me a new pistol. That is terrible. What else did I get? I don't know what else I got. Maybe it was a new shotgun or something. Oh no, there it is. I know in Mass Effect 2 there was like you could upgrade your stuff, but I really don't remember. Definitely gonna wear this. I just don't remember the weapons upgrade being available in Mass Effect 1. Like, cause you could turn stuff into Omni Gel. It's kind of cool. But I'm gonna want to sell stuff. I remember that. Again, I haven't played this in a while, so I'm trying to remember like where all the cool stuff was hidden, so you guys can see it.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
Yeah, I gotta make it here.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
What are you doing sneaking around back there?
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift.
I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute that ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform, thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks. For the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Just give me the grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
See, we need the full Paragon. So when they're black like this, we can't do it. So this means like there's not enough Renegade and there's not enough Paragon for you to do it.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Oh no. Almost hit X there to reload. Yeah. So you can see them on the map, but I don't see. Says that they're up here, maybe down. Probably down. That's kind of cool. Oh yeah. I don't have any. Thought I did though. move, bad move, bad move. Terrible. There. I don't even know where the Phase 9, oh. Not a hit that. I don't know how I did. 100% missed. Where's the other one? Oh, I guess they killed it. Okay, cool. Fine with me. And as soon as we finish this,
set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
This will be our final mission. We have a time limit.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down. First time playing this, I missed this one and like didn't know where it was. I was like, oh no. I thought there was like a big person. What? Oh no. I think it's one of those like those little bouncy things. Nah, it's a sniper. Kill someone. I guess 8 can kill us in one hit. This is where these things start going crazy on us.
go, run! Accidentally threw a grenade. That was my fault. But nobody panic, okay? Everything's fine. Remember there definitely being something over here. Technician kit. Oh. I also remember there being a way to run. There we go. It's very important. I guess we click the beacon.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is
Request
amazing.
immediate-
Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
No, don't touch it! Too dangerous!
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
How did I end up here? How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Specter, one of the best. A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Specter's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Alright, I think this right here is a good place to stop. When we return, we'll review the Codex again. Thank you guys for joining in. Again, this is Mass Effect 1 for Series Saturday. If you join me, I'm going to be playing through the entire Mass Effect series again. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for viewing the video on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, and join the Discord. We've got a great community there. All kinds of like-minded gamers, board games, video games, Magic the Gathering. It doesn't matter. All that you can find. Thank you guys so much for the support. This is Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition, and I think it is very important that we review the primary codexes so that you can fully be immersed in this game. It is one of my favorite games. Thank you guys for tuning in so much, and have a good one.